time.
Tell me who you are and what your title is.
I am Kyle Wong, and I am the engineering manager here at Sammamish Plateau Water.
Say
Say
it.
it again.
Kyle Wong, the engineering manager here at Sammamish Plateau Water.
What do you do?
I am the manager for the engineering department, and we oversee developer extension agreements, capital improvement projects, and just the not maintenance, just
You're
the,
right.
okay, just we do the engineering for operations and the district. So looking at water and sewer pipes, the district facilities, lift stations, water pump stations, wells, our tanks. So any of the district facilities that we have.
Okay. That's what you do when you're on the job. What do you do when you're not on the job?
One of my passions is coaching. And so I am a high school volleyball coach as well as a club coach. So I coach girls volleyball. And another passion of mine is to volunteer. I do a lot of volunteer work through my church, as well as volunteering at several or different types of sporting events.
So, what made you think about a book?
Well, I grew up in a family of teachers. So my mom's a teacher, my aunts are teachers, and it was a kind of lifetime goal of mine to do a children's book. But then when I started thinking about it, I wanted to do something that I could give back to the community where I work in. So what better thing to do than to, do a book here at work, and to let our customers know, or even the kids know, where our water comes from. Because I think, we've seen it in the past when, Seattle has, a drought or, a warning to conserve water. Everybody conserves water. And I think if you ask, some of our customers, they think our water does come from Seattle. So as part of that educational, background in my, from my family and the teaching side of it, I wanted to make sure our customers knew where our water comes from.
So, I remember when the first idea came up, the concept first came up, and there was, you were a long ways away from it. You kind of went OC on it. You don't let something go once you start on it, do you?
Oh, no, yeah. Once I start something, I like to see it through the finish. I'm determined, right? And I take pride in my work. So I wanted to make sure that what I was going to produce was quality and was beneficial, to the people that were going to use it.
And what was the main concept behind it? How did you want to present it that might be different than other ways that people were doing it?
I guess the main thing was, to be something that kids could, learn from, and that us as a district could use to facilitate learning to the kids. Because I think right now, right, there are less and less people going into the trades, especially water and sewer. So if we get them interested, maybe they could pursue a career, or also if they have knowledge of where their water is coming from, then they can, conserve water and be mindful of not contaminating the aquifer. The way I think I structured the book was almost like a progression, so a learning process for them. So knowing how water, comes from the sky or precipitation, we see it in the rivers, we see it in, Puget Sound or the oceans, and then how does it, go into the aquifer, and then how we, the water district, takes that water from our wells, pumps it, and then distributes it to our system.
And you use lots of little characters. What are those characters, and why did you choose them?
So here at the district, we have a character called Wayne Drop. And I know in the bigger organization of AWWA, they also have a water drop costume as well, or mascot. And so I thought that would be something fun and that the kids could, relate to and, be interested in. So I figured, yeah, why not? It was a little whimsical kind of character, and I think he portrays out, throughout the whole book.
So now we're going to have you say some things that'll go along with the story.
Okay.
So tell me, something like, but something's missing.
What do you mean? Tell
Say
you?
that.
Oh, yeah, but something's missing.
And then, let's see, say, I'm going to write a book.
I'm gonna write a book.
Um, are you afraid to put, don't say it.
Okay.
Are you afraid to put that costume on?
No, I'm not. I like to dress up. I mean, uh, like even at work, right? Because I think I'm not the typical person here at work. I like to present myself well, and even like today, usually if it's a Friday, I wear Aloha shirt to represent Aloha Friday. So yeah, dressing up, wearing different kind of outfits that maybe stand out or just express who I am.
Did you grow up in Hawaii?
I was born and raised in Hawaii. Yes. Yeah.
And so, tell me where you were born and raised and why you might have an appreciation of water for that reason.
Yeah. So I was born and raised in Pearl City, and that's on the island of Oahu. Um, lived there all my life. Enjoyed the outdoors, specifically going to the beach, playing in the water. Enjoying just being in the water and just hearing the waves, or just being out there either surfing or just connecting with the water, because it's so, to me, it's one, powerful, but as well as peaceful, and so that's why I like water.
Is that why you ended up doing this?
Actually, no. I became a civil engineer because I said I grew up with a family of teachers, but I also grew up with a family. My uncles were engineers, and so growing up around them, it kind of sparked my interest. I was good in math, so I kind of gravitated to engineering. And then when I thought of what type of career to have, I went towards civil engineering, because when you think about it, right, you can't have what we have throughout the world without civil engineers, right? We provide transportation. We do your water and sewer, storm. We also do, right, you have structural engineers doing buildings. So I think civil engineers touch almost every aspect of people's lives, be it environmental to the hardscape as roads, sidewalks, buildings.
You made this book. You
Yep.
got it done.
Yeah.
Are you done now writing books?
I don't think so. This book did take me, like I said, a lifetime goal. So I started it about 5 years ago. And when I finished the book, talking with you, and we were thinking, oh, I needed to add a couple more pages because I needed to have even number pages because it's a book. And one of the pages that I came up with was a sequel to this book. And since we're a water and sewer district, my goal then is to write a second book for our wastewater or sewer side. So, to come might be, where does your water go?
So, you got a water symbol for the water. What are you going to use for the sewer?
I haven't thought of that yet, but one might think of maybe a poop emoji, but I don't know. Maybe our water symbol, instead of being blue, turns brown.
All right. Anything you can think of?
Yeah, ask you a couple of questions, but talk to
Gary. Okay.
to
Yeah.
Gary about it. Sounds like we're coming into a fourth year of a drought. I mean, tell me about the timing of this.
Well, I don't think I even thought about that. Yes, there. We are. Trying to. We haven't had a lot of rain this year as well, but the book did not tie into what's happening currently. It was just more. I wanted to get something out, and like I said, the book took me approximately 5 years to get done. So I really wasn't thinking about the current situation.
But the timing works out.
Oh yeah, the timing will work out. Yeah, because we do also have in here, how kids can, conserve water or not contaminate our aquifer, because we do get 80% of our water from our groundwater wells.
They're saying the best way to conserve electricity is not maybe building more power plants, but conserving, that's the best way. And would that is that also for water? I mean, can we really make a difference if we cut back or monitor our use of water?
Well,
Talk about that.
yeah, I think conservation of water is key. I think everybody's trying to conserve water, and if you look at it with the the new construction, right? We have the toilets, the low flow toilets, the low flow shower heads, and even faucets, right? So conservation is key because, like it says in the book, the water that we have today is the water that we've always had, right? We can't get any more. We can lose water, and some people say, yeah, when the astronauts go up in space and they leave water up there, that never comes back to the earth, right? So we can lose water, but we can't make more water.
It's a closed system.
Correct.
Yeah, people don't really
Don't think
understand
about that. Yeah.
I like that. And how do you demonstrate that the water that we've always had in the book? How do you demonstrate?
Oh, so one of the pages in here shows a dinosaur, and that's what it is. The water you drink is the same water the dinosaurs drank, and that dinosaur, is my favorite dinosaur, a Triceratops. So I put a little bit of me in here, little Easter eggs.
There's a lot of you in there.
There's a little bit of Easter eggs in there. So
That was good. Can you do that again? So I get the book.
okay.
Start them off, Gary.
What was that again?
The whole thing?
Yeah.
So how do you demonstrate in the book that the water we're drinking now is the water that's always been here?
So what I did in the book is there is a page in here that talks about the water. So this page here says the water you drink is the same water the dinosaurs drank. So, and that dinosaur is a Triceratops, and that's one of my favorite dinosaurs.
I'm sorry. Can we do it one more time? And can you tap your space bar so that?
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry.
Very good.
Let's get that up. There we go.
And start again, Gary.
Okay.
And how did you demonstrate in the book that the water we're drinking today is the water that's always been here?
So I did create a page in here that shows a dinosaur, and that page says the water you drink is the same water the dinosaurs drank, and that dinosaur is a Triceratops, and that's my favorite dinosaur. Now we go to the
You can just
next
pull
stoplight.
off.
Into
Drive
our
in, yeah, go ahead.
straight or left?
No,
Left, okay.
One more lap.